collision reconstruction unit is investigating 2 recent pedestrian collisions that you've heard from the chief and the PIO. As they both said, they were involving very similar cars, so we understand why some of the inferences were drawn, but they are not one and the same. The details of the first collision was Friday night, April 5th. That collision involved 2 vehicles and a pedestrian. One of the vehicles remained on scene. One of the vehicles did not remain on scene, and that was the white Acura that we were talking about. As of this morning, the big update we have is that investigators are confident they have located the vehicle from Friday night's collision in our 3rd district. That was located this morning. We are still urging the members of the community to come forward with anything that they've witnessed from that collision or any information that would help us with that case, as that investigation is still in its infancy. The second pedestrian fatality collision occurred early morning hours of Monday, April 8th, as Chief Yamada said. That one was in the area of Veers Mill and Monterey Drive, and that's the one we truly need help with at the moment. That involves a subject who was riding a skateboard on Veers Mill Road and was struck by a vehicle that did not remain on scene. The important part is that vehicle is described as a 2009 to 2014 white Acura 4-door, and that is a model TL. The vehicle will have significant damage, is what the investigators believe. They believe that it's going to have front passenger side damage to include a missing portion of the front bumper cover and possibly a missing or broken headlight and fog light assembly. It may additionally have glass damage. We're asking members of the community to come forward and help us out with this one. We're looking to locate the vehicle and the driver from that collision. This vehicle could be parked somewhere out of sight. It could be parked in a way to hide its damage, parked front end. It could be covered with a tarp or a similar item, or abandoned in a remote area, or otherwise parked in an attempt to hide the collision damage. We've also had tips on previous cases where a person recognized a similar vehicle belonging to a person that they know, and they haven't seen that vehicle since the collision. So please contact us, please contact our collision reconstruction unit with any tips you have for that vehicle if you see that vehicle or have any information on the driver. Thank you.
We're going to open it up for questions, so we'll take about 5 minutes for questions. We do have Corporal Briscoe, if you could come up as well. Officer Cortez has the microphone, so if you wanted to make sure that you can be heard in the audio.
Thanks, Carlos. Just a quick question. I know you said for the second car, it's an Acura TL. You know what the model is for the first car?
We believe they're both Acura TLs in the same year range.
Okay, I got you. And then for the victims' families, can you tell us what that's been like? Because I know that they are kind of processing this loss. So what can you tell us about that information in terms of the family and how they're doing?
Yeah, not much at this point as far as the victim families. Again, we're very early in investigation. Obviously, these are both horrible tragedies. It has to be absolutely horrendous for the families. And like I said, I'm sure they're still doing a lot of processing, so we're not going to pass on any information as far as how they're processing it.
I got you. What about the victims? You have age range or what you know about the victims, who they are?
Yep. I believe these were covered in an earlier press release, and I apologize, but just got to shuffle some papers.
Looks like 52-year-old Ronaldo Franzis of Silver Spring.
That's right.
And then the other one looks like Jaquez Price, 26-year-old.
That's correct. Yep, you have them both.
Okay, all right, perfect. Appreciate it.
Sure. Yeah, do you have the release? I'm sorry. And I do have it right here. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to pull up the information from the news release so you guys can have that. All right, so the first one we have, this is from Monday, April 8th. And that victim is 26-year-old Jock, Jacquez Price of Silver Spring. Okay? and that was from Monday's collision. And the one from Friday, that was 52-year-old Ronaldo, Ronaldo, Franzese, Franzese of Silver Spring. Okay?
Hi. You mentioned the car involved in the Friday incident. That has already been found. Did you locate the driver, and is the driver facing any charges? Can you just clarify?
So this is very, very new information. This is this morning. Collision Reconstruction Unit members actually went out and located the vehicle. I don't have any information on the driver or anything yet. We're literally working on that as we speak.
The car has been located.
The car has been located. Yes, ma'am.
Was the car found in Tacoma Park, and did somebody call that in?
No. So again, that goes back to what I was sharing when we first started, that inaccurate information was being posted and shared on social media. Yesterday, there was someone who had posted that a vehicle was located yesterday. That information is inaccurate. The vehicle was located this morning, so what was posted and shared yesterday on social media is not correct.
Yeah, so, obviously there's been 2 fatal collisions, hit and runs in the span of 3 days. Are there any measures the police department is gonna take going forward to try to prevent incidents from like this, from happening again?
Yeah, thank you. So what we do is we do prioritize traffic safety in Montgomery County. Our patrol districts all conduct traffic enforcement. We've established, or the state and us have established, a Vision Zero and the high incident networks where we do employ our officers to work their traffic details. So whenever we make deployment decisions based on our central traffic officers, our alcohol enforcement officers, and the district patrol officers, we study fatal collisions, injury collisions, property damage collisions, traffic in the area, amount of violations. So yes, this will adjust our deployments, and we will respond.
So will you be deploying more patrol units to the areas where these incidents occurred?
They will. They're on the high incident network where we do deploy them, and we will continue to do so. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, got it, thank you.
Yep.
Is there still low in one of those areas? 'Cause I know you guys have other pedestrian-related crashes.
Yeah, yeah, Veers Mill Road is a tough area that we do focus on a lot. That whole corridor, the George Avenue, University, Veers Mill is a challenging area, and we do continue to work that. Yes, sir.
Any other circumstances that you can tell us about these 2 fatal hit and runs? Was any alcohol involved, or was there any other causes? Or
Right, yeah, and we do hope to get you some updates soon. As far as fatal collision investigations go, like I said, we're talking about Friday and Monday, and we're standing here on Wednesday, so that's definitely the infancy for these investigations. We hope to get some stuff out soon, but 2 of them in a row, and we're just trying to collect everything we can and progress the investigation, so it's too early still.
And I just want to make sure I understand. You said that there was a skateboarder who got hit and died as well.
That's correct, yes.
I was going to ask you to elaborate if the 2 separate incidents where the victims were proximity, where the crosswalk, sidewalk, we just clarify where and separately, how does it where the other incident, where was the vehicle recovered for what happened?
I don't, so again, we're still on scene of the vehicle recovery, so we're not ready to release any of that information yet. And as far as where the pedestrians were, we haven't released that yet either. Again, we're still so early in the investigations that we don't want to release any of that just yet.
Yes, as both of the incidents occurred and officers were on scene, kind of canvassing the scene, were there any eyewitness accounts or any, home surveillance video in the area that captured, that you all spoke with?
Yeah, again, I apologize. It's all so early. They are collecting evidence from both scenes. They are trying to find witness, talking to witness, so I don't have the information yet on who specifically we've talked to and what information we've gotten on that.
And then my other question is, compared to last year during this time, are the incidents where pedestrians are struck by vehicles in Montgomery County, are they up, are they down? Do you all have those numbers?
We do have the year-to-date numbers. I haven't looked at them specifically as they pertain to pedestrians. This two back-to-back is tragic, obviously difficult for the families and difficult for anybody involved. So it definitely makes it seem higher. But I'm not sure exactly what the numbers say at this point. I know fatal collisions are slightly lower year-to-date this year than they were last year, but I will caution you, we're, in Q1, so.
And just to be clear, no arrests have been announced, right?
We have not announced any arrest at this point, no, sir.
And it's just a appeal for the public for help.
Right, the purpose of this is, right, an appeal for help, exactly, from the members of our community.
Is there another car out there?
The second incident, we're still looking for the car that I described, yes, sir.
I just want to know, is this going to be available in Spanish?
No.
Or in-
So if you're looking to have Officer Cortez talk with you separately, he can talk with you separately. Yeah, we can have him talk with you in Spanish separately. So again, we're looking for one more vehicle. We have recovered one vehicle. We're looking for the second vehicle. We have distributed photos of what that vehicle may look like. That is not the actual vehicle. But again, we are asking that if anyone has seen this vehicle, to contact our collision reconstruction unit, and that number?
240-773-6620. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have the photos here, if anybody wants the photo.
Thank you.